You see, at first, when someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. What eventually occurs is, first, homegrown industries start relying on government protection in the form of high tariffs. They stop competing and stop making the innovative management and technological changes they need to succeed in world markets. And then, while all this is going on, something even worse occurs. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. The result is more and more tariffs, higher and higher trade barriers, and less competition. So soon, because of the prices made artificially high by tariffs that subsidize inefficiency and poor management, people stop buying. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs.
Hello my friends, this is Linol Anderson here with you guys with a brand new YouTube BitChute video. And as you can see, we started today's video off with old Ronald Reagan there. Now you guys know me, I don't like any presidents, I don't like anybody in government. They're all corrupt and all part of the same powers that be, but every once in a while they will give you a little bit of truth, and that was a little bit of truth Reagan was giving you there with the whole tariff situation there. That's right. In today's video, a new episode of The Brutal Truth, we are going to be talking about what's going on with this whole tariff situation in the United States and worldwide now, because Trump goes off and puts tariffs on the entire world pretty much, or many of the countries worldwide. So we're going to be talking about what is the truth behind this, because there's a much bigger meaning for what's going on right now. Of course, this is all part of an NWO agenda, okay? All part of the Great Reset agenda. Oh yeah, that Great Reset everybody was fearing so much back, when the sickness and all that was going around, and Mr. Schwab wrote his book, The Great Reset and all that. Oh, so many people, the Great Reset, they're all so scared, right? And everybody hates Klaus Schwab and hates Bill Gates, rightfully so. And they're all, the WEF, they want to reset us, this and that. Oh, now everybody just all of a sudden, or a large majority of people just shut up about it now. Oh, Trump is in, we're good. Meanwhile, who's going to come in and issue and bring forth this Great Reset? It's happening right now, my friends. This is the Great Reset, and it's old Trumpsky who's doing it. Of course, he's being used by the powers that be. So we're going to get into all that today. What's about to happen in our realm. And it's not looking good, I'm telling you that right now. So let's just get right into it, my friends. So before we do, just going to encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button. As I say, subscribe to survive, and smash the like button. Helps old Lionel out with the algorithms, of course. Alright, so I just want to start off by saying, my friends, if it was old Joe Biden right now, who is in office, let's just say that he decided to stay in, or if it was cackling Kamala, right? Could you imagine the outrage of people, what it would be if they were in here imposing all these tariffs, doing what Trump's doing? People would be losing their damn minds. Already, for the past 4 or 5 years, that all I've been hearing is how bad Biden is, how he's destroying the economy, which he was extremely bad. He spent like $25 trillion, which of course is going to make the economy worse, okay? But nobody says anything about Trump and how Trump is the one who locked you down during COVID originally. And he spent trillions of dollars himself, almost $20 trillion, which of course caused much of the inflation we're experiencing now. Oh, nobody wants to speak about that. Oh, it's Biden's fault. But now Trump is in. And what Trump is doing right now is pretty much his actions with the tariffs are going to lead to another Great Depression. I'm telling you guys that right now. But people on the right aren't upset about it. No, they're cheering it on. They're cheering it on, my friends. Being like, oh no, America first, and this is going to be good for us in the end. And we're tired of being taken advantage, and we got to show them, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's what's happening. If it was Biden, they'd be losing their minds, but it's Trump, so it's okay. It has to be done, right? Well, a lot of these people have no idea how these damn tariffs even work, because what Trump is doing is not punishing China. It's punishing you, okay? Let's give you a little lesson on how tariffs work. Take a look at this video.
What Trump did is place tariffs on Chinese imports. By the time the imports get here, China's been paid for this stuff. Maybe they get net 120 terms, right? But in a sense, China has already transacted. The American company who brings the goods in pays the tariffs.
Really?
You're kidding right now.
No, I thought he said he was raising the tariffs by 50 to 100% for Chinese imports.
The tariffs are paid by the company that does the importing. So if you want to build a building in the U.S. and you import Chinese steel, you pay China for the steel, you pay the U.S. government the tariff. This is why it's inflationary. Economists have looked at Trump's tariff proposal and said it would make stuff more expensive for Americans by adding the cost of the tariffs to the total cost of production. So that's the way tariffs work. A lot of people don't seem to know how tariffs work, which is sad because this is how people end up getting sucked into Trump's vortex. He says something that sounds good. I'm going to punish China with tariffs.
Yeah.
In this case, that sounds good. Chinese tariffs. They're paid by the American companies.
Wow.
That's why it's so damaging.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Send me this part of the
No, I
conversation.
will. I genuinely had no idea. I thought China was paying those.
Yep. No, China's not paying them.
Yeah, I thought they were, though.
They're not, yeah.
So why would he do that? I'm confused.
You'd have to ask him.
So there you have it. As you can see, the tariffs aren't going to affect them as much as it's going to affect you. And of course, they're putting tariffs on United States and every country that Trump has been putting tariffs on, like Canada and European Union, they're all putting tariffs back. Well, what's that going to do? It's going to screw over you. It's going to screw over you, okay? That's what this is all about. See, there's an agenda. And I've been telling you guys this for years, okay? For those who've been following me, for years I've been telling you guys this. That they're going to crash the economy, okay? Because they want to get rid of the dollar of paper money, and they want a new CBDC, digital ID, social credit scores, universal basic income. They want to bring all that in. So how do you do that? You got to crash the economy, crash the market. Okay? And then you come in with the solution. It's the problem, reaction, solution. That's what they do. So that's what they're doing. It's here now. I told you guys this year it was going to happen. And they're doing it. This is how they do it. They start a big trade war. Okay? And as you can see, the markets are going down big time. And very soon, okay, this is to all the people who love Trump so much. Oh, he's so good. His shit doesn't stink. He's the best. He would never do anything bad to us. We'll see how much you like him once you lose your 401k. Once you can't even afford to freaking put food on the table, you become homeless. Then we'll see if you still love Trump so much. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to get that bad. That's going to be what's going to happen. But he'll come in as the hero. He's already got it all set up. He set up his cryptocurrency reserves, the Bitcoin reserve, cryptocurrency reserves. I got nothing wrong with Bitcoin personally, but it's these other coins, like these stable coins and whatnot, that they're setting up to be the new digital dollar thing. It's the B system, my friends. Everything's going to be tracked, traced, recorded. And in the future, at some point, it's going to be connected to social credit score. And if you don't do everything the government says, guess what? You're not going to get your money. You're going to starve. And that's going to include taking those jibbity jabs, if you know what I mean. But this whole system is here. But before that happens, everything's got to crash. So I must say, right about now is around the time that it would be perfect for them to pull off their blackout agenda. You know, the cyber attacks that we've been expecting for quite a long time now. So much predictive programming, and Klaus Schwab was saying, cyber pandemic's coming and all that. I wouldn't be surprised if we have something like that happen this year or in the next couple years, because that would be a great way to usher in this new beast system. But at this point, they might not even need to do that. You know that, my friends? They could crash the economy and make people desperate just right now as it is. Did you know the last time they did this? Because this has been done before. This whole tariffs thing has been done. You guys got to realize that history repeats itself, okay? The corrupt powers that be who control the world use the same tactics over and over and over again. If you look throughout history, okay? There's nothing new under the sun. And it works every time because people are sheep and they support government. Okay, so when's the last time they did this? 100 years ago. It seems every 100 years they do this. Let's see what happened 100 years ago, and you'll see it caused the Great Depression, or made the Great Depression a million times worse. Take a look.
In 1930, the United States passed the Smoot-Hawley Tariff, a law that raised taxes on thousands of imported goods. The idea was to protect American businesses by making foreign products more expensive, encouraging people to buy American-made goods instead. However, this plan backfired in a big way. Other countries, upset by these high tariffs, retaliated by placing their own taxes on American exports. This led to a significant drop in international trade as countries bought and sold less from each other. Instead of helping the U.S. economy, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff worsened the situation, deepening the effects of the Great Depression. Businesses that relied on exporting goods struggled, and the global economy suffered as trade barriers went up. The tariff, intended to protect American jobs, ended up isolating the U.S., economically and contributing to a worldwide economic downturn that would take years to recover from.
There you go. All right, and before that was in the 1800s or something. There's a cool little meme there. It shows the president and all that who did it, the 3 different ones you could see. But, yeah, you see, they keep on doing the same thing. And what happens? The worst happens. They tell you, oh, America first, this and that. But no. It's to bring in a reset, my friends. And the really troubling thing is, if you look throughout history and study history, before major wars, like world wars and whatnot, there's always economic wars first, and then it turns into physical wars. That's how it starts. And of course, the wars are huge when it comes to resets. I believe the Great Depression started in like 1929, ended in 1941, I believe, if I remember correctly. But World War II happened within that time. So as you can see, everything is all connected, all right? And if you look around the world, we see World War III has begun. We have every part of the world pretty much at war right now. We've got the Russia, Ukraine, and now everyone's picking sides. There's, Russia, Iran, China, North Korea, and then on the other side, you got European countries, USA, Canada, UK, right? Then we have talks of China and Taiwan going at it. And now, any day now, USA and Iran. New war going to start. There you go. Trump, the president of peace, comes in, right? Tells you, oh, I'm going to have the Ukraine-Russian war ended before I even become president and all that. Yeah, that ain't happening. It's worse than ever now, right? And, all these people, Trump never started any new wars. He's about to right now with Iran. That's going to be devastating. Devastating. Because Iran and Israel all connected, right? Benjamin Netanyahu was just in the White House today. Trump pulled the chair out for him again because he is a slave of Israel. A Zionist, right? All presidents are. Israel really controls the United States government, let's be honest here. The House of Rothschilds. But yeah, they're looking to go to war with Iran. Trump has already been bombing the Houthis, supposedly, but there's a lot of talk that even that was a bunch of garbage, and he was attacking people who weren't even a threat and whatnot, and he's gladly posting it all over his X account, so much for the president of peace, right, my friends? Hey, presidents tell you what you want to hear before they get in, right? That's why fucking people go out there and vote, because people are idiots, sheep. They go, oh, he said he's gonna do this, so I'm gonna vote for him. Ooh, right? Gets in, does the complete opposite. And hey, this isn't just go for Trump voters. It's everybody who votes, whichever side you're on. People believe Biden when he was up there bumbling away years ago, can't even speak a sentence. Oh yeah, Biden's gonna make a true change. I'm voting for Biden. Oh, remember Obama? Oh yeah, yes we can, right? Oh, Obama's gonna change things. Oh, Obama. Yeah, I bet you people did that with George W. Bush too. Look what he did, right? It's hilarious. The NPCs just can't figure it out. Politicians tell you what you want to hear. They say good things. Then they get in. They do the opposite. And people, oh, the next idiot comes around, or next presidential candidate, tells you what you want to hear again. It'll probably be somebody on the left because people are going to be so fed up with Trump after the next 4 years. And another guy on the left, tells you which one. Oh, yeah, I've got to vote for him. He's going to make change this time. He's our only hope. Destroys things. Oh, the guy on the other side. Oh, we got to vote for him. Oh. When are you guys going to wake up? Some people, their whole friggin' lives, 40, 50, 60 years, they're out there voting every 4 years, saying the same, oh, well, he's going to do good though. And here we are, still enslaved. Things are getting worse and worse. When will humans wake up? I don't get it. It's not that difficult. Going on a rant here. I just need to vent out, my friends. I should say, do you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors at CBD Pure. That's right, same folks who work down at Owelli, my friends. CBD, as you can see, all these fantastic health benefits there. One of them is it relieves stress and anxiety and whatnot. So old Lionel's definitely going to be getting a bottle any day now. But I'm telling you guys, look into it. It's also been shown to have detoxification effects as well. That's a little known secret about CBD. It's good for detox and whatnot, good for sleep, so many different things, my friends, as you saw in the meme there. But yeah, I'm working with the guys who are from Owelli. They do the same CBD Pure, right? And it's some of the best CBD around that you could get, period. Okay, my friends? So look into it. Of course, it affects different people differently. So speak to your doctors if you have any concerns. Do your own research, but if that's something you want to try, the link is down below in the description, okay? And also that link will get you 15% off and free shipping in the United States. So I definitely recommend looking into that because it'll chill your nerves down and it has so many great benefits, okay, my friends? And of course, you get to help support my channel and help support your health, okay? So the most troubling thing here, okay, I must say, is all this stuff, as I said, is to bring in this reset that they wanted and bring in this new AI control system. Okay, they have to crash things. So that's what Trump's doing. All the other countries are responding, right, which is making the economies worldwide worse. This is because it's a coordinated effort. They're all in it together. All the world leaders, they all work for the same club, and they know the script. They know what they have to do. And what makes this reset worse than the other ones is not only is this a financial reset, which is going to be connected to bringing in wars and whatnot, but we're on the verge of a great matrix reset, as I call it. Okay? And the great matrix reset is a reset of our entire realm. Okay? We know the NIBIRU objects coming, pole shift, plasma apocalypse, all that. Okay? And the powers that be know this. And pretty much what it comes down to is they got to start depopulating. That's why we have depopulation agendas at play here. Simply because in the coming years, we're not going to have the food to feed everybody. Already, if you look it up, you'll see that crops are going down and down and down every year. And yes, even the government itself is sabotaging the food supply. We've seen that with so many, they're killing all the chickens because of the bird flu, and so many food facilities have burnt down in the United States. So obviously there is human manipulation, but they're having a hard time growing the food as well. And this is due to the climate. It is changing, okay, in certain places in the world, okay? And the growing conditions aren't as good as they used to be. And no, it's not because of me and you and what we do. It's because of what's going on with the sun And also we know there's manipulation of the powers that be of the weather as well. But I do believe as we get closer to this NIBIRU reset, we're going to have massive changes with the weather, and also with what's going on with the sun. It has been shown in some studies that we are going to be heading into a mini ice age. Okay, I made a video of it right here from like last year, I believe. I'll leave a link to that down below where I show the data. But yeah, we're going to be going to a mini ice age period, and things definitely won't be able to grow in many places in the globe anymore. So yeah, we're not going to be able to grow the food. So, you know, in a way, we are overpopulated. A lot of people say, oh, we're not truly overpopulated. Overpopulation is a myth, this and that. It's like, well, technically, yeah, we could fit more people on the earth. There's a lot of room. But due to the situation with the resets we go through and what goes on with our realm, we don't have the food to feed everyone. Okay, so yes, overpopulation is an issue when you consider that. Anyways, I don't want people to know the seriousness of this situation because they'll start mass panic. But pretty much in the coming years, there's not going to be food. If there truly is 8 billion people on this planet, well, soon there's only going to be enough food for not 8 billion people. And once people find out, like I said, panic. So they got to start depopulating. So a great way to do that is war. Okay? So that's why you see all this stuff. It's going to turn into a war. So millions and millions of people could die. But also, like I said, they got to get you on to that new system. The digital IDs, social credit scores, and all that. Because that's a good way, you know, to make you have to take the shot. The shots they want you to get, right? Because if you don't, you won't get your money. And if you don't get your money, you're going to starve. So that's the whole big thing. You know, they'll call another disease X pandemic situation. And by this time, everyone's going to be hooked up to the new system because money is going to be gone. And what a good way to depopulate, right? Oh, you got to get your thing, and people start dropping like flies even more. Okay, so that's included, the war situation included, and soon they'll just probably let people start starving to death too in certain places, certain areas, you know. It's going to be bad, but they know this, and they know, you know, they got their Agenda 2030, and they have a bunch of goals they need to get done, okay, and they only got like 5 years until Agenda 2030 is there. They want billions of people depopulated by then, my friends. And once we're into the 2030s, it's going to get even worse. That's why they want AI to take over everything, and why AI is taking over everything, because the powers that be are going to go underground, okay? I'm going to make a video on this, next few videos, about Greenland, okay? But there's a reason they want Greenland, because it's an entrance to the inner earth. You know, that's why they want it. They've got to go underground, and they'll have AI control everything and carry out the depopulation. AI will kill people. It has no morals. It doesn't care. Already, you see in Israel, you know, Gaza, the Israelis are killing all these innocent people. You know, many innocents, many children dying and stuff. But did you know they're using AI to choose who lives and dies, where to bomb? It's all AI doing it, right? So yeah, once the elites go underground, you know, another way they'll depopulate billions of people. AI will just start carrying out the wars. Oh, yeah. So while people think that, you know, oh, everything's okay, Trump is in, he's going to save us, he's the guy who's bringing in this whole system. Now, obviously, he's a puppet, as all world leaders are puppets, and obviously there's much more powerful people who are to blame behind the scenes, and not only just people, but demonic reptilian entities who truly control the shots from the fourth dimension, and the Eldabaoth. Demiurge AI. That's who we truly got to point the blame at, and maybe not focus so much on puppets, but that's the first stage, is realizing that the puppets are puppets, and stop supporting that beast system. Stop giving your consent away, okay, to be enslaved. All these things need to start being done, my friends. Because if you want to survive this, you got to stop giving your consent away. You got to raise your frequency through love, right? And you got to become the best version of yourself. So hopefully a new path, a new timeline will open up for you. Do not be in fear, my friends, because there is an ascension event happening with this NIBIRU matrix reset. And I do believe those who are at a high frequency, who didn't give their consent away through the ritual of voting, I do believe there's hope for those individuals. And if you did give your consent away through the ritual of voting, you can take it back. You just have to state your intent and remove any contracts that you may have signed, even if it's by casting your vote. You can. There's certain things you can do to remove your consent, my friends. You just got to state your intentions and never do it again. But there is hope for the individual. The collective is doomed, okay? The collective is doomed. That is the brutal truth. Because the collective are all asleep and don't understand what this realm is, and they've given their consent away. But the individual can still go down a positive timeline. So, just do your best, my friends, to get through the hard times that are coming, and stay out of fear, and just, try and stay positive. I'm still a pretty positive guy. You guys might say, oh, Lionel's blowing a fuse here and all that. But outside the videos, I don't let this stuff bother me too much. Yeah, I have my moments and whatnot. But I focus on spiritual things. I have fun. I go out and do things, This is just a nice outlet for me to get my anger out, you know what I mean? Especially with the brutal truth videos. But, in daily life, I'm able to loosen up and have a good time, obviously, and I'm still very positive. I don't worry about me myself personally. So, that's the attitude you have to have, but you just got to observe what's going on now, my friends. Just be the observer, and that's all we can do, end of the day, is observe the madness, don't participate in it. And yeah, I just really hope people wake up. I do see more and more people who were on the Trump train starting to get it and saying, what the heck is he doing? He's going back on everything he said and everything, which really, if they were paying attention, they would have said he's been telling you what he's going to do all along, because he has said it back in his first term, and when he wasn't president there those past 4 years, he's been saying stuff on his X like, you guys have heard me exposing Trump before he got back in office, telling you what he's going to do, and now he's doing everything I told you guys going to do. Well, how did I know that? Because he said it himself, but he also said some good things. So the people ignored the bad things, only listened to the good things that he said, and now he's not doing any of those good things, and now they're like, oh, geez, I didn't vote for this. Well, guess what? Yes, you did. Okay? So, tough. Should have been paying attention. But, yeah, it is still good and positive, though, that those people are starting to see the truth, though. Good on them for finally realizing it. And to the people who don't and who are still fast asleep, well, love you guys, I do. I do hope that someday you'll get it and stop worshiping government and realize that the answer is within you. You are the solution. I am the solution. All of us together, not Zionist billionaires, not the system who has enslaved us. They're not coming to save you. It's a rigged system, my friends. You don't get into that place of power unless you're in the club and you're part of these Illuminati bloodlines related to royalty, which Trump is on both sides of his family, okay? You have to be related to the royals, and you have to be in the club to be there, okay? You won't be there if you're not. It's a rigged system. So I just hope people can start waking up to that, because at the end of the day, I am you, you are me. Okay? Don't forget that, my friends. I am you, you are me. There's only one consciousness that exists, and we're experiencing separation right now. We are. And we're in different vessels, right? Having different experiences. But at the end of the day, it's all one. So that's why we got to put aside of our differences and put aside everything and just realize, hey, this person is just me at a lower level of consciousness, and we got to try and help them see what's going on here, to remember who they are, and to stop giving their power away, stop giving their sovereignty away. That's what we got to do, okay? But with that being said, the coming years, it's just going to get more and more chaotic, more and more hard times for people, because people did put their faith in government. They did give their consent away. So this is the situation we got to deal with now. So we just got to do our best and just become the best version of yourselves, my friends. I swear that's the answer. Okay, that's the solution. Go down the spiritual path, and spirit will guide you. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you appreciate my videos, hey, guess what? You can buy old Lionel a burger now. That's right. I am on the website Buy Me a Coffee, but they allow you to choose different options than just Buy Me Coffee. Well, you know what? You guys saw how much I was worked up in today's video. That's probably because Lionel's had a little bit too much coffee. I think a nice good old cheeseburger will calm Lionel down. So if you want to help calm old Lionel down and feed him, maybe I'm just a little bit hungry, you could buy me a burger. So the link to that is down below in the description. And hey, you know what? I always like to give back. I will send you guys some free Patreon videos to your email as a thank you. It does mean the world to me. Let me know what you guys thought. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. And that's it for today's video. Stay safe, my friends. And until next time, Lionel signing off.
It's 2025 and the world's a strange place. Linol Anderson speaking truth, putting fear in their faith. Alien contactee with a message so clear.